Hey guys, what is up? It's me, Captain Killers. I would like to talk to you guys about PC gaming. A lot of people would say PC gaming is too expensive and they would rather get a console, which is fine. I'm not doubting that. I would always love for people to say, hey, I would want to get a PC. I'm always like, fuck yeah, dude, I will definitely build it for you. Um, but it does take a lot of money out of someone's pocket if you really want to get into it. But if you're like a lot of people who think PC gaming is very expensive, it's so wrong. My computer is $200 more than console gaming, and it costs about, let's say, I get 45 to 40 FPS. Actually, no, I get about 50 FPS and higher playing Battlefield 1 without recording. So it's right now you guys are seeing it at about 35 to 45 FPS, which is fine for some other standpoints. What people don't understand is that most games, including Battlefield 1, are designed to run only at 30 FPS on Xbox One and PS4. Now, I don't know about the new consoles, the Xbox One S and the PS4 Pro. I don't know if Battlefield 1 is now designed for those consoles differently than they are than their predecessors, but for console gaming, most games are designed for 30 FPS. Now, granted, there are games designed for 60 FPS, like, for example, Dark Souls 2 and some other games that could be designed differently. But those games are older and less relevant to some people. Now, PC gaming will allow you to basically play games like up to 60 FPS, like Battlefield 1 on medium settings. But currently my computer can't play past 60 FPS, which is fine. Once again, I'm not too bugged about it. A lot of people may have, a lot of PC gamers, if you're really going into PC gaming, you will notice that your games will be like super fast. If you really want to get into it, it's super expensive though. I do not want to say my new computer, which I'm planning on building soon, which I'm going to start getting parts for it, will be around $1,500. So $1,500, and this is the top of the line best computer. I've chosen all the parts, the best parts. The specs for the computer will be on the screen if you want to take a look at it. And my specs for my computer currently will be also on the screen if you would like to see it. But yeah, the difference is light and day. My computer currently has Radeon parts and AMD. And the new computer will have Intel and GeForce. There's a huge gap between these. But anyways, if you are wanting to build a PC and you need some help or like some sort of insight of what to do and what to buy, I will probably be making a video about that soon. Maybe a video about building my computer and getting some new parts into it. That would be fun. But anyways, for people who wanting to build PCs and just don't really want to build a PC and just wants to buy a PC, don't do that. Reasons being is because I found a computer with the top of the line parts, like I was talking to you about, at Micro Center, which is around my area. It's a computer store for $3,000. That's $1,500 more than what would happen if you were to build it. So, really, and even then, if you find a computer, let's say, oh, I found one for $1,000 and it should run games fine, it won't. If I were to build a $1,000 computer, it would be able to play a lot of games really fast. My friend's mother has purchased a computer for his son for Christmas, and she said that was $1,000 and this is a very expensive gift. I looked at the specs. It currently has a lot of good parts in it. It has Intel. I think it has an i5. Runs at 3.5 gigahertz. which is pretty good. You know, it's not overclocked. It's not top of the line, but it's a pretty good processor. But the thing that lags the most is the power supply and the graphics card. The graphics card is a GeForce GT 770. Yeah, it's I don't know the specs off the top of my head, but it's a terrible card. I believe it has 1 gig of VRAM. Yeah, it's not really a good card. His power supply is, I think, around 300 to 400 watt power supply, so it's still lagging. But overall, if you were just to upgrade those 2 parts, he would have a boss gaming computer. So if you were into looking to not really want to stay at console level, I mean, and if you like the feel of controllers, I dig you. There are people who like the feel of controllers. Personally, me, I like the feel of keyboard and mouse. That's just my opinion. But some people like the controller. They like aiming with the controller. They like throwing grenades for FPS. With all the buttons are just right there in your touch of your hand, and that makes sense. Microsoft's Xbox One controllers, I believe the Xbox One S controllers are Bluetooth enabled, which allow you to, if your computer supports it, you know, mine does not. But if your computer supports it, you can connect the computer to Bluetooth. Or not the computer, the controller to your computer through Bluetooth. So you can play your games wirelessly. And even then, if you can't do that, you can also get a cord for the computer to plug your Xbox controller to your computer, and no drivers required. It just installs, and boom, you're done. And your controller will be supported with any game that supports a controller. For an example, there is a game called, if anybody knows this game, it's called Halo Combat Evolved. This game was made in 2002 for PC. And it is controller compatible. I've tried it with an Xbox One controller. It's not optimized for controllers, but it works. You know, you can still move around and look around. The reason why I'm saying it's not optimized for controllers is because it's not optimized for the analog stick. For video games on consoles and games that support analog stick, their movements are usually 360 degrees. Since you have a keyboard and you only have 4 buttons to move, they're stuck to like 45-degree movements. So every 45 degrees they can move, and that's what they're stuck to. And the analog stick on the controller moves like that. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys, if you were going to build a PC, build one. If you're not, I mean, I recommend you just spending $500 on a computer and doing that. Also, for the cheap people, if you want to get a Radeon RX 460, which is the card I currently have, it works fine. You know, it's the worst of the best cards. I've looked on it, and it's if you take all of the new cards out, it's the worst of them. But it's cheap as fuck. It is about $120 versus a GTX 1080, which is $700, you know. But it's all your opinion. I hope you guys found this information useful. I'll be uploading a video here shortly about what to buy if you're buying certain computers, for example, motherboards, processors, the graphics card, and really overall what's good for gaming at certain frame rates at certain price range. But anyways, guys, hope you guys have a good day and happy 2017. It is January 1st of 2017. And yeah, peace out, guys.